Testing 1 2 1 2. It's been a long day. You just wanna go away. You can't sleep at night, and now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel out today. We can tangle it away. Now I'm here.
She's Feel the Lights. Thank you for coming back and joining me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Yes, today I am just going to be doing a little chit chat with you, and I'm going to be showing some of my watermelon gum, only because I'm just a little tight, hungry, and I'm getting ready to go out of the house. I am going to try to achieve getting a candy outfit today. Today, I'm going to be talking to Alaya White. She left me a comment telling me she's getting bullied at summer camp. And could I talk about it in a video? So today, I'm just going to do my makeup and talk about it and give you my thoughts on it. First, I'm sorry, sweetie, that you're going through that. It really bothers me when a person is being bullied or picked on. Because everyone handles things differently. And it's not a good feeling when you're feeling upset all the time, or worried about the next moment, or worried about what's going to happen when you're in a place that you're supposed to be having the time in your life, making good memories. Now, I'm going to start out with this small short story when I was a girl. I was about 8 years old. I remember in my classroom, the majority of the people in my classroom were black people like me, people of my own culture. But I remember being the darkest one of my class. Maybe someone else was darker, but for some reason, I don't remember that. And I think the reason why I remember that is because that's the main thing I'm talking about. Now, at the time, when I was going to school, I had sisters. And in black and white pictures, we all look alike. But I have another sister that is dark skinned, just like I am, but she's even darker than I am. And when a black and white picture was shown of us, they would say, oh my goodness, oh my God, they all so pretty, they all look like their mom. But then, with a picture of color of us, it would be the lighter sisters that were beautiful and gorgeous and lovely, and nothing would not be said about me and my sister that was the darker color. And we both, when we went to school, tend to get picked on. Now, at 8 years old, I fought almost every other day. And my sister, if I wasn't fighting for myself, I was fighting for my sister, because my sister was a talker, but she was not a fighter. I wasn't no talker. I was a fighter. And because I was not afraid of most things or people, I didn't have a one-on-one fight the majority of the time. I got jumped the majority of the time. It took 2-3 people to fight me because I had that roar inside of me. When it was time to fight, it was time to fight. Now, what my mother tried to do is instill confidence inside of me and let me know, even though I'm being picked on and called names because of my color, I don't always have to get to the point where I need to fight about that. So I would ignore people. I wouldn't pay them no mind. And they would continue picking and picking to the point where I would be outside playing on the swings and they would come together. And the one thing that I had that the majority of the girls that didn't have in my class, I had really, really long, pretty, curly hair. But I hated my hair down. I always wanted my hair in 2 ponytails, leave it like that, twist it up. I hated my hair down. The reason why I hated my hair down, and I tried to tell my mom that, because when my hair was down, as soon as it was time to fight, someone's going to get it, they're going to take their hands and they're going to wrap it around their hands a couple of times. And they're going to be swinging me all over the place. And I'm going to be trying to hold my head because my head going to be being yanked. So I needed my hair in a ponytail as much as possible. Because I knew when fighting time came, I didn't need nobody wrapping their hands around my hair. And the one thing my mom taught me was people can say what they want to say. They have a right to say and speak whatever they want to say. But as long as they don't come up to you and literally put their hands on you. That's what she used to always say. You don't have to give in to nothing. But you know, they say words don't hurt. But people keep doing it every single day, calling you names, calling you out your character. The word starts to make you feel like you just can't take it no more and you're about to snap. So, but my mom talked to me every single day to make sure that when I did fight, I had a real reason to fight. Because my motto as a child was, if I have to fight you, you better beat me up. You better scare the living daylights out of me. Because if you don't beat me up, I'm going to be your worst freaking nightmare. That's what kind of child I was. And that's why whenever my sisters and them got into trouble, they called me. It took me a long time to get to the point where fighting was not the solution. It took a long time to get to that point. But as a child, I felt like fighting was the solution if someone put their hands on me or won't stop bullying me. Now, one day, it was this group of girls. It was 3 of them. Now, it was 2 little girls in the group, but it was always one big freaking girl, too big for her age, too big to be in a grade with the little 3rd graders. She came up to me, picking. They start pulling on my hair, messing my hair up, pulling on my clothes, pushing me back and forth, wouldn't leave me alone. I went home and I told my mom, that the girl is picking with me again. And she came up to me in the playground, surrounding me, and she wouldn't leave me alone. My mom said, go to the teacher. The teacher talked to me and the girl. But for some reason, the teacher felt like it's not that serious. Don't mess with her no more, and you don't mess with her. And I'm trying to tell the teacher I don't even associate with her. I know that that group of people don't like me. I'm not crazy enough to have anything to do with them. They're bothering me. It got to the point where I didn't even want to go to the cafeteria and stand in line and get my food because these type of girls would stand behind me and say stuff that would make other people start to pick. You know, call you out your name, laugh at your clothes, so they can get all this attention. Now, this one particular day, I was fed up. The girl jumped in front of me in line when it was time for us to go to, back then we had recess, and during recess we may take a nap, we may go outside and play, and that back then we were going outside to play. And this girl pushed me and got my space in line. Now I'm going to tell you why the line was important. Because everybody used to play hide and go seek and run and trace each other where the monkey bars were and the swings were. And it used to be whoever get to play be the first people out there to the yard. So being in line first was important. And when she jumped her tail in front of me and told me to move, I almost fell. And then she started telling her friends to come up and putting them in front of me. And I'm so little. Now, I'm going to admit, I've always been little, always been the shortest. That's another thing. I was always like the shortest one in my class. But I didn't realize how short I was until I got older, that I was very short. But I didn't realize that I was short. And as the teacher was saying to start walking in a straight line to go out the door, I scooped back up and pushed her and got in front of her. And she kept on pulling on me, trying to get me out of the line. And I was pulling on her back, trying to stay in the line. And the teacher said, hold it. Who was here first? And I said, I was here first. And the girl said, And her friend said, no, we were here first. And I told the teacher, I said, how was they here first when my desk is right there? And I'm always in this same spot. I'm always behind this person. So the teacher, Miss Coleman, rest in peace, she was sweet on me. She loved me. She knew I was a good kid. She was always extra kind to me. Always. And I feel like she was extra kind to me because she knew how much I was being picked on. But it's only so much they can do because kids are cruel. I mean, what you gonna do to kids, you know? And she told the girls to step back and to get in the correct space in line. I went outside. I was playing. I was having so much fun. And then one of the girls that talks to me, not really my friend, but we talk, you know, when we in class. She said, they're planning on beating you up. And I said, why? She said, because you told that she dished you in line. They're going to beat you up at the school. They're going to jump you. And I started trying to have a plan in my head. I was trying to think about how to play sick, how to get out of there. I was not ready to take a butt whooping. And I thought about the girl, and she was huge. I said, oh my goodness, she's going to, she's going to lift me up. That's all I could think about was, oh yeah, I'm in trouble. So then, when we were sitting in class, whenever we took a break, everybody talked about the fight that was going to happen after school. Everybody talked about it. And I was so nervous. I was so scared. I decided to go to the office and tell them, and that I just wanted them to call my mom. They said, well, you need to go to the nurse. If the nurse said you can go call your mom, then you can call your mom. I went to the nurse, and I told the nurse that I came to school sick, and I just didn't want to tell my mom because my mom had to work. But I really need to get out of school early because I don't feel good. And he said, okay, we're going to call your mom. They called my mom. Thank goodness my mother came and got me. I was going to hear my mother's mouth. My mom said, you're not going to be able to get out of school early every day. Now, no matter what you try to do, these girls won't stop picking with you. And I told my mom I wasn't afraid of the little ones. I was afraid of that big bully. I was afraid. And the mom told me, I told my mom, they plan on jumping me. It's not even going to be a fair fight. It's not even going to be one-on-one. They're going to jump me. And even if it's one-on-one, I don't want to fight the girl at all. My mom said, well, it looks like you're going to have to fight her because she ain't leaving you alone. And she said, my mom said, I may not be home one day. I might not be around. What you going to do? What you going to do when they come up to you? She said, I told my mom, I said, Mom, help me. I'm scared. My mom said, well, you already know how to fight. She said, you fight better than some of your boy cousins. My mom told me, this is what I want you to do. When they approach you, if you can't get away, if you can't get out of range, and you know you're going to get jumped. Oh, man, my powder. I got the wrong powder. I'm trying to go look for what I had to use the white translucent powder. Laura Mercier. My mom told me, when you can't get away, and they trap you, she said, don't you focus on the little ones. She said, the reason why that girl is a bully, it's because she see you as vulnerable, that you're open to being afraid. She knows that you're afraid of her. She knows that you're afraid of her size because you don't see past the size, or you just see the size of this girl and you're thinking, oh my gosh, she's gonna beat me up. My mom says she's just a person, just like you. And the reason why she's powerful, because she got people behind her that thinks that she's powerful, so she uses their energy to look even stronger. I bet that if she had to fight you but if she had to fight you by herself, she would not do it. I said, Mom, what should I do? My mother said, when they go to fight you, remember, don't focus on the little ones. You grab that girl and you fight with all your might. Fight like you fighting for your life. But don't fight the other girls. Put all that beating on that one girl. And even though you get jumped, and it may look like you haven't won, when they walk away, the other girl is going to be laughing. They're going to say, yeah, we jumped her. We beat her up. But that big girl going to know she got her butt whooped. And she going to feel like she got her butt whooped. And she going to leave you alone. Because at this point, you need to take up for yourself. You need to prepare to fight back. And unfortunately, you can go to the principal. You can go to the teacher. You first always go to adults. And maybe they can clear the situation up. But if they can't clear the situation up and the person is still picking and jumping on you and putting their hands on you or jumping in your face, calling your names, trying to bully you, trying to make you do things you don't want to do, trying to humiliate you, you have to take up for yourself in some type of way. Now, that day I went to school, my goal was to duck her. Stay out her way. And I did good. Even when it came time to get on recess, instead of getting in line, I stayed at my desk. And I put my head down. I told the teacher I wasn't going out. I didn't feel good. But that wasn't the truth. I just did not want to face this girl. I didn't want her to catch me and beat me up. While I was sitting in class, my mom had my hair in a one ponytail like this and the hair hanging down. I took it and I braided into 2 cornrows and I put it in a rubber band and balled up in a knot. I had a feeling that this time she was going to catch up with me. When I got out of school that afternoon, I almost made it out of the school. All I had to do was make it out of the school, cross the street, and run down the hill. I made it out the school. I got to the bottom step. And as I started to run, I was surrounded by her and her friends. And she said, what you gonna do now, Tattletale? What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? Started pushing on me. And I remember just falling backwards. And then the other girl started pushing on me from the back. They pushing on me from the front. And the next thing you know, I saw her take a swing. And I remember what my mother said. Now, I felt like I was being jumped. But I grabbed that girl. I fought her. I fought her like I had no choice. And I was fighting for my life. I remember sitting on top of her and just fighting her. I remember somebody pulling me off and I'm kicking and steady fighting. I was crying. I had tears running down my eyes. I wasn't crying because I was beat up. I was crying because I was so sick and tired of this girl picking with me. Now, when I finally was released from the girl, they got up and they were talking big junk. They was telling me they was still going to get me, don't come to school, all kind of stuff. But I went home. My hair messed up, my clothes messed up. Told my mom, they jumped me. My mom said, how you feel? Are you hurt? I said, I feel sore. But I got her. I got her. And you know what? Even though they jumped me, the next day I went to school, I was not afraid of her anymore. And when I got to class, usually when I go to class, I gotta walk past her desk. She say something to me, and I don't look at her. I just act like I don't hear her. This time she said something to me, and I turned around and I said, "What?" She said, "You heard me. You better run." I said, "Run from what? Run from you? You? Oh, I'ma get you. You tough." I said, "Get me now. Get me now. How about at recess? Get me at recess. I'll be waiting for you." She looked at me, and she kind of squinched her eyes. And I went and sat at my desk, and the whole time I was sitting at my desk, and I was saying, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you." And when that bell rung for us to stand in line, I jumped up and got in my space, and I was standing there. I was so little with my fist balled up, but they were at the bottom like this. "Come over here and take my spot if you want to. Bring your tail up over here." That's how I was standing. She looked at me, and she walked past me and got in her line. When I got outside, I was with a couple of girls. We were waiting. And I don't know why, but these girls never really stood behind me before. Okay? They were standing behind me, I guess, because they were being bullied on. But finally somebody stood up to this girl. And as we were standing outside in the playground, waiting on her to come out the door, she came out with her friends. And her friends were looking at me like, "Oh, they're going to get me." She walked right past me. And her friends were just looking backwards like, "What? You're not going to get her? You're not going to get her?" She walked past me. And she started playing with other people, went about her business. And that day, I met two of my friends that kind of was my childhood friends. And we hung together every single day. But I didn't realize that they were being bullied too, but they was being bullied separate from me. And I guess by me focusing on myself being bullied, I didn't know they were being bullied. And then when I stood up for myself, we all became friends. I don't expect, and I hope that you don't have to fight, because that's not the message that I'm sending out. My message to you is, don't be afraid. Don't feel afraid. That person is human just like you are. When that person gets smart, you look at them and you pay them no attention. Because the only reason why they have power is because they see that you're afraid. It's just like a dog. When a dog barks and you jump, he's saying, "Oh, now I can bite you because you look like you're scared of me." But when you show a dog you're afraid of them, they're going to try to come after you the same way with a bully. When you act like you're scared and you act like you're afraid and you don't take up for yourself, not even in the slightest way, you look like a weakling in their eyes. So they feel like they can pick on you because you're not going to take up for yourself. You're not going to say anything. You're not going to tell nobody. You're not going to mention what's happening to you. They want you to be quiet and silent. So you can't do that. First, you do everything in your power to tell the authority around you, "This person is bullying me. I am afraid of this person." Now, if that don't work, when that bully start to pick with you, you let them know, "I'm not going to tolerate you bullying me no more." They tell you to move. No, I'm not going to move. You make me move. When they try to make you move, you fight back. You stand up for yourself. Now, if they just calling you names and snickering and laughing, so what? Who cares? Pay them no attention, because the only reason why they keep doing it over and over again is because they know it bothers you. They know it bothers you. They're not even going to remember that they bullied you, but you're going to remember that you were bullied because you're the one being hurt. Now, if it gets to the point where you feel like you're afraid for your life, file charges. File charges, press charges, get a restraining order. Record conversations and everything that they do. All the email, texts, comments, whatever they do that's bullying you, record it. So you can have document evidence that this person continued bullying you. But you should not be being bullied at a day camp. You're supposed to be having fun like everybody else. But at this point, that person don't want to stop. It's time for you to do something about it. And that means no more giving into their bullcrap. No more giving into their bullying. It's time to stop it. Most of the time, bullies pick with people because they feel like they're going to get away with it. I'm going to use the purple from the Missy Lynn. I hardly never use this, but it was a request. So, can't always sit back and say, well, I'm just not going to pay them no mind. You can do that a few times. But after a few times of not paying this person no mind, after a few times of not paying this person no mind, and they continue bullying you, you have to stand up for yourself. You have to find some way to fight back. I'm going to use this Raisin Blush by MAC. I haven't used it in a while. Can't get it open. I'm going on top of it with the MAC Teriyaki Bronze. some serious advice on what to do. Number one, if they are picking with you by words and laughing and giggling, toughen up. Get thicker skin. Because they're not going to be the first and last people to pick with you. Now, you're going to have to get to the point where you have more confidence in yourself that what they're saying does not affect you. They can call you ugly. They can call you names and think it's fun. But the majority of the time, when people bully another person, they feel bad about themselves. They're angry about something that probably has nothing to do with you, but you're vulnerable and you look like you're somebody that they could pick on and get away with. So they take it out on you. And once they realize that them calling you names is not getting them no attention, and now that you're not reacting to it, it's not funny anymore, they gotta find a new victim or pick with someone else. Now, when they get to the point where they're putting you in danger or taking your stuff or violating you in some type of way, tell somebody. You tell somebody that this is happening to you and you don't like it and you want something done about it. Now, after you went to the right authority, right correct people that can help you, and this person's still picking with you to the point where they want to put their hands on you, now it's time to fight back. Now it's time to say, okay, you're not going to push me around. They push you, you push them back. Even if a person knows they're stronger than you, but you're going to fight back, that's too much energy. They're not going to waste their time with you because they want to pick on someone who's not going to fight back. You start to fight back and start to take up for yourself, you'll see that they'll start leaving you alone. And unfortunately, messing with somebody else that's not going to fight back. See, bullies like easy targets. They want you to be an easy target. They want you to be upset and so sad that they're picking with you. They want to feel important. They want to feel powerful. Don't give them no power. And to me, a person that bully a person is the lowest form on earth. So I got my eyeshadow done. I'm going to go ahead and put on this afterglow. I'm just going to use this MAC pigment to just outline. So my special spell light who asked me to do purple, dark purple type makeup, eyeshadow, and lipstick. I don't have dark purple, but I got this one and I got this blue. So I'm going to do the blue first, which is the MAC Retro Liquid Lip Color. And y'all know I love the blue. Let that dry for a second. But I hope you, darling, hear my message and don't give in to the bully. They're not important. They're not, matter of fact, they're insignificant. And the reason why I say that is because you so important to them, you so important that they have to bring you down in order to lift themselves. And when you think about that, they're actually the lower person. But don't continue letting yourself be taken advantage of and being bullied and not doing something about it. And this one right here is called Old Lady. Like O-H lady, not old lady, okay? And thank you so much for the request. Because I definitely wouldn't have picked out these colors. I'm not a purple person. I'm not, one of those people who wear purple. But, spirit. If you know spirit, spirit will rock green, okay? So it don't matter to me. It don't matter, okay? I'm going to rock it. Do you see how that blue made that pretty pink? Like it's purple, but it's like a fuge of purple. But look at that blue, how it's mixed with it. It's so pretty. So let me know what y'all think. I'm thinking about leaving my scarf on today. I'm supposed to be taking it off, and because I'm going out, but it's kind of
Testing 1 2 1 2. It's been a long day. You just wanna go away. You can't sleep at night, and now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel out today. We can tangle it away. Now I'm here.
just feel the lights. Thank you for coming back and joining me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Yes, Today, I am just going to be talking, doing a little chit chat with you, and I'm going to be chewing some of my watermelon gum, only because I'm just a little tight, hungry, and I'm getting ready to go out of the house. I am going to try to achieve getting a candy outfit today. Today, I'm going to be talking to Alaya White. She left me a comment telling me she's getting bullied at summer camp. And could I talk about it in a video? So today, I'm just going to do my makeup.
Testing 1 2 1 2. It's been a long day. You just wanna go away. You can't sleep at night, and now I'm here. I can't promise tomorrow, but you're gonna feel out today. We can tangle it away. Now I'm here.
She's Spirit the Lights. Thank you for coming back and joining me today. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Yes, today I am just going to be talking, doing a little chit chat with you, and I'm going to be chewing some of my watermelon gum, only because I'm just a little tight, hungry, and I'm getting ready to go out of the house. I am going to try to achieve getting a candy outfit today. Today, I'm going to be talking to Alaya White. She left me a comment telling me she's getting bullied at summer camp. And could I talk about it in a video? So today, I'm just going to do my makeup and talk about it and give you my thoughts on it. First, I'm sorry, sweetie, that you're going through that. It really bothers me when a person is being bullied or picked on. Because everyone handles things differently. And it's not a good feeling when you're feeling upset all the time, or worried about the next moment, or worried about what's going to happen when you're in a place that you're supposed to be having the time in your life, making good memories. Now, I'm going to start out with this small short story when I was a girl. I was about 8 years old. I remember in my classroom, the majority of the people in my classroom were black people like me, people of my own culture. But I remember being the darkest one of my class. Maybe someone else was darker, but for some reason, I don't remember that. And I think the reason why I remember that is because that's the main thing I'm talking about. Now, at the time, when I was going to school, I had sisters. And in black and white pictures, we all look alike.